What's good? What's good? What's really, really good, good people? This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So come on in, come on in, come on in. You still got time, so come on in, pack it in. It is so great to see everybody. It's so great to see everybody up, walking around, and especially shout out to everyone who is enjoying this beautiful day, this Valentine Day, the day of love. But we celebrate love every day. If you can't tell somebody that you love them 365 days of the week, and you wait to this one day out of the year to say it, something is wrong with you. But nevertheless, we're going to get this day started because we have a great show for you, because we are going to be talking about the topic, all things are possible. That's right, all things are possible. You ever thought to yourself that something that you always wanted to do, you always had your mind set on it, you always wanted to execute it, but you could not do it? But I'm here to tell you, good people, that all things are possible. Put your mind to it. Set some goals. Write it down. Have a lot of people have a big chalkboard or poster board where they put their ideas on, and they write every day in this chalkboard or this goal chart board of what they want to do. Execute your goals, because all things are possible. This is Sunday Morning Live, and Sunday Morning Live starts right now.
Something about homemade treats that people cannot resist. The texture, the appearance, but most of all, the taste. If these things just activated your taste buds to have some delectable, tantalizing, and delicious treats, try Ellen's Sweet Treats for all of your dessert needs. Ellen's Sweet Treats specializes in a wide range of cakes, chocolate-covered strawberries, cookies, and pretzels, and more. And they are available for weddings, baby showers, gender reveal parties, birthday parties, and so much more. For more information about ordering and general questions, contact Linnea Neal on Facebook or call 443-589-4949. So place your order today to carve out your sweet tooth fix today.
You have a lot on your mind when you're moving, and life can get a little blurry. Let Focus Movers take the stress and worry of relocating off your back and onto their shoulders. Focus Movers is your complete moving solution for moving quickly. They pack, they carry, they move, and they deliver safely and securely. Professional with fair and honest rates, Focus Movers will help you move so you can focus on the things that really matter. Call 443-506-7905. That's 443-506-7905. Focus Movers. Safe, secure, fast.
And welcome back to Sunday Morning Live. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, E. Digger. That's right. Hey, you ever wanted to go to Charm City Direct TV, see what all the hype is about, see why people are talking about it? Well, you can go to all streaming platforms, starting with, of course, Facebook Live. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Charm City Direct TV. Also, you can head on over to IG at charm_city_direct TV. Also, you can hit us up right now. We are live on YouTube at Charm City Direct TV. And of course, you can go to Twitch. And by the good people at Twitch, you can see us live at Charm City Direct TV. And also, you can check us out right now live on MMBP Radio at www.mmbpradio.com. What can I say, good people? Another beautiful Sunday, another beautiful day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And today we're going to be talking about all things, not some things. All things are possible. Which brings me to one of my favorite Bible quotes. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that is from Philippians chapter, oh God, I forgot it that fast. I can do all things through Christ. And of course, it will not play again. Give me 1 second to go back. One of my favorite Bible verses that talks about doing all things through Christ that strengthens you and I. When I came into this arena, in this live stream arena, before I came into this live stream arena, I didn't know it existed so heavy. And then I wanted to get into it. I really wanted to get into it because I felt as though that I have a message. And I wanted some, exposure on a lot of things that was not getting exposure. And I thought to myself, well, I'm about to change the game because of my mindset was set high. And I said, I'm gonna set the bar high, and I'm gonna bring some people in that needs to be, looked at and heard. And I thought I was doing the world's greatest thing, but to my knowledge and to my surprise, there was a gazillion, if gazillion is a word, there was a gazillion radio stations, online radio stations, and live streaming platforms because of it being so easy. It was easy accessible now with all of this new technology that's out. But that didn't discourage me. A lot of people, when they find out some things that they want to do and they find out that other people are doing it, they kind of get discouraged because they want to be the first, or they want to have this unique product and they don't want to step on anybody's toes. But that didn't discourage me, people. I kept on with my dream or my goal. So I started doing research. I was out there, and then, I was talking to people. I was asking people, what do I need to do? And in this arena, you have to have a good ear. You have to listen. You can't come into this arena thinking that you know everything. And I listened. I listened to some very great people. Some people that been in the game, some people that been doing it for years, and I bumped into some people on the technical side. This is what you need, and this is what you have to get. But some of that information that I was getting was kind of far-fetched. So you always have to do your own research. Now, it's okay for you to ask people. You cannot assume, or you can't come into this arena. And when I say arena, people, I'm talking about live stream, podcasts, radio, online radio, all of this arena. I call it the arena, this industry. When you come into this arena, you cannot have the mindset that you know it all, because every single day you learn something new. But with that being said, people, you cannot let that discourage you. You have to keep pushing. You can't be lazy. You can't look at this like, I'll do it tomorrow. If this is what you want to do, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep striving to reach your goal, so to speak. So I was bumping into people. I was asking people. I was talking to people, and then I came down to the thing that, okay, I talked to enough people. I need to do my own research. How can I make this mine? Because they got theirs. You got to make it yours. And the whole time, people, believe it or not, the whole time I was on this journey, I kept in my mind, I kept singing to myself, my conscience. And that's another thing. Your conscience have to be your best friend sometimes. Your conscience had to keep telling you to all things are possible. All things are possible. There is no in the pursuit of what you're trying to do. All things are possible. And that Bible verse that I just said, all things are possible. All things, you could do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That all of that was just resonating in my head, but it's playing in my head. And that is what was giving me the drive, to execute the goal. And once I executed the goal, how can I make this better? How can I bring people into the spotlight? That all of that was playing in my head, good people. And I never let it go. I never second guessed it. So I came into the online radio component. I had my own show and I was ready. You know, I went to one radio station, and my very first online radio station experience, I was just overwhelmed. And you couldn't tell me anything because I had my own brand. I had my own structure. You couldn't tell me nothing, people. And I came in, I was ready, only to get discouraged. Because when I got there, X105, I'm going to put it out there. Shout out to my sister, if she listening right now. X105, when I got there, I was going to start on a Sunday, believe it or not. My show was Sunday. And my show was from 5, I think it was from 5 to 7 on Sundays. My very first show, I had my clothes picked out. It felt like, good people, the first day of school. I had my clothes. I went to work excited, pumped. I remember it because when I got to work, I didn't have anything to do at work. No, my bosses wasn't even there. Nobody was there. I was in my room, in the break room, writing. I was ready, good people. Because the whole time, that whole week, that kept playing in my head, all things are possible. All things are possible. So when Sunday hit, I went to work, I'm pumped. I ain't have no work to do. I'm writing. When I left work, because I got off at, what time did I get off? 3:30. I got off at 3:30. That would give me enough time to go in the bathroom, change, travel, do all I had to do, only to get a text message. Only to get a text message, good people. And the text message said, you can't do your show today. Just like that. No, hi, how you doing? I am sorry to inform you. I regret to inform you. You can't do your show today. And you can just only imagine all of the hard work, the preparation that you did days before it got to the grandstand of that one day. That one day that this is it. I'm going to be on online radio, my show, me, E Digger, talking to the world, only to get that text, man. Oh, my little world was crushed. I was heartbroken because all of that work that you invested in, all of that time that you invested in, only get crushed by a text message. But that didn't stop there, people. I wanted to know more. Because once you have that motivation running in your head, I can do all things. It's hard for it to stop. Very hard to turn it off. Oh, I wanted to find answers. I wanted to know why my show was not on Sundays. And I wasn't getting the answers that I wanted because they knew that I wasn't no joke. I wasn't going to take this land down, so to speak. So I wasn't getting the answers that I wanted. Nobody was reaching out to me. So I did the second best thing. I started looking for other online radio stations. And shout out to MMBP Radio. Didn't know me from a can of paint. Brought me into their station and told me to do my show. People, the reason why I shared that with you is because some people don't have that motivation. They don't have that drive embedded in them. They will think about it, but then slowly kind of put it to the wayside. People, once you have that drive built up in you, it's hard to cut it off. It's hard to get rid of it. It's hard to turn it off because this is something that you can't turn off. This is not like a light switch that you can cut off. Believe me, good people, once you have it inside and you feel it, it's hard to cut off. Now, most people won't understand your drive. Most people will look at that and say, why is he pushing so hard? What is it that's making him drive like this? What's the motivation behind his drive? Then people want to nitpick and investigate and sneak and try to find the answers. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Nobody else can deliver that for me. Nobody else can give me that. They can encourage me all they want. But you gotta get that encouragement inside, and it only comes from the Most High. It's a good feeling, people. Shout out to my business owners. Shout out to my entrepreneurs. Shout out to my motivational speakers. Shout out to the ones who push the envelope every single day. You got to understand that drive. It's undescribable, people. I can't simply tell you how it feels because each person feel it differently, believe it or not. But once you have it inside you, people, it is hard to turn off. Every day I am full of ideas. I am full of creativity. Every day I am full of ways to broaden horizons and make people's lives great. And you can too. But you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that you can do it. And you got to say that mantra over and over and over. When you feel lazy, when you feel like you don't want to do it, when you wake up in the morning and you stretch and you yawn and try to get that day started, but that bed is calling you to hold you back down, you say to yourself, all things are possible. I want you to do something for me right now is embed that feeling in your body. Start saying it over and over again. All things are possible. One of the greatest feelings in the world is to know that you can do anything. Anything. And I notice that I'm saying anything. I'm not saying that you can do some things. You might can do some things, a little bit of stuff. Notice that I'm saying you can do it. You can do it. And on that note, I'm going to play this video just to give you a little bit more inspiration your way.
The greats do things when they don't always want to. And I think that's what separates good from great.
People don't make excuses. Some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable. You know, everybody can compete when they're feeling good, happy, excited, rested. But it's the best people who can overcome when they're tired, sore, not in the great mind, not in the best mindset. And I think mental power that the greatest athletes have can push all the pain aside.
As a kid, I had dreams bigger than anybody else could ever dream, and I wanted to be the greatest. I wanted to be the best, and I think I always wanted to be the first Michael Phelps because I wanted to do things differently than everybody else. It takes time to truly reach your goals and reach your potential, and through that process, you will have ups and you will definitely have downs. When I did have a defeat, I'm obviously very quiet, I'm very upset, and I know that when I'm training, that's still in my head. That those replays still play in my head because I don't want that feeling again. I never want the feeling of defeat, and that's what kept me going. It kept me going harder and harder every day. I mean, for me, I think the biggest thing was the sacrifices that I made in training. I went to practice every day. That's why I worked as hard as I did every day, because I didn't want anybody to beat me. So for me, when I went through a span of 5 or 6 years where I didn't miss a single day of training, 365 days a year, that made me different. I got 52 extra days each year than anybody else had. And in the sport of swimming, if you miss one day, it takes you 2 days to get back to where you were. So everybody else is taking a step back on Sunday when they weren't swimming, and I was taking that one step forward. So for me, that's really all it was. I was willing, I think, to make sacrifices. I wanted to stay on top of the mountain as long as I could, and if somebody wanted to knock me off, I was ready for a challenge.
And welcome back to the show. That was a little bit of inspiration to help you along in your journey, whatever it is. I encourage everyone to, explore. Never let anything or anyone hinder you from reaching your ultimate goal. Never let anything or anyone tell you no. Never let anyone or anything discourage you from your goal. See, the devil is always working, always throwing darts, always throwing obstacles in your way. It's like you're running and you're trying to reach that finish line, and you're running, and the devil is on the sideline just throwing little objects in your way to kind of take you off of your path, trying to take you out of your focus. But you got to be strong. You got to keep going. And remember, people, that mantra, all things are possible. All things are possible. So when the devil comes in many forms. The devil comes in the form of money. Devil comes in the form of a beautiful woman who is only out to drain you dry, bring you down, discredit you. The devil comes in many, many forms. But you have to be aware, you have to be cautious, and you have to be focused on what it is that you trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do. Oh, I'm a living testimony, people, that tell you that whatever it is that you're trying to do, you can do it if you believe. Now, if you don't have any ounce of belief in your heart, oh, it's going to be hard. But if you believe in yourself, notice that I said yourself. If you believe in yourself, you don't have to worry about other people believing in you. And that was the problem that I had, people, when I put my foot forward and decided that I wanted to do this. I always wanted to rely on the judgment of people, what people thought, what people want. But sometimes you just got to rely on yourself, people, and do this on your own. Now, it's okay to get encouragement, because you're going to need encouragement to run this race, to reach your goal. But the belief factor starts within here, your heart. People are going to call you names. People are going to belittle you. People are going to bring you down. But you have to know that you can do this. You have to do this. Whatever it is that you want to do. Entrepreneur, business owner, singer, rapper, live streamer, podcast host, anything that you want to do, you can do it. The choice is yours, people. Good people, this has been another great episode of Sunday Morning Live. Make sure you are tuned in each and every Sunday at 12 noon right here on Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you following, subscribing, liking, all of that good stuff at Facebook. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Charm City Direct TV. Go there, like the page. Go to Instagram at Charm_City_Direct TV. Also subscribe to us on YouTube at Charm City Direct TV. Good people, you have been great as always. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thank you for receiving just a little bit of inspiration to help you to the day and the work week ahead. And now we come to that part of the show where just one more thing from my good friend, Terry the Guru. He is the host of the Knucklehead Chronicles. My good friend, my brother. And I was surfing the web, and he did this very powerful live. And there's a message in what he's saying. So I want you to check out this video. And I also want to say thank you all for tuning in, and have a blessed day and enjoy your Valentine's Day. But remember, good people, you don't have to always wait until Valentine's Day to say I love you. Be blessed, be strong, be safe. Peace.
And this is for the folks that I want you to share this to somebody. Hey, I want you guys to share this to somebody. Just send. You can actually inbox this live to someone in your circle that is struggling. Because we all struggle at some point or another. We all struggle, but this is for this live today. Though it's for people who have given up, who have said it's not worth it anymore. This is for that people that say, if God won't do it now, he won't do it. Those folks that have said, I'm so done with life, I want to do this for you. Somebody needs to hear this today. And I'm not, a pastor, bishop. I don't, I'm just a regular Joe. But I want you to know, I personally proclaim a decree that you, my brother, my sister, I speak life into you today. My brother, my sister, you are going to live and not die. Today is the day that we flip the switch and start to believe that if God is for me, who can be against me? If God is for me, who can be against me? Some of us are walking around in a defeated state of mind, that no matter what I do, it's never good enough. Some of us are walking around saying, okay, God, I've tried everything under the sun. I did what you said, and I'm still waiting. This is the day that we decide to tie a knot in the end of that rope and hang on. We have lost so many people in this pandemic. Over 400,000, I'm sorry, E-Digger, 400,000 plus Americans have passed away behind this pandemic who did not get a chance to say, I love you. Or it got a chance for you to say to them, I love them. I love you. Every day that you wake up and you open your eyes is another day. Hey, V, is another day that God has blessed you to be on this earth. We should take advantage. Instead of waking up and complaining about what you don't have, or complaining about how it could be better, you make it better. Today is the day that we decide that I am going to live my life. If you haven't lived your life before today, today is the day that we start. We don't get, we get one shot at this thing called life, y'all. One shot. There's no redos. There's no get backsies. You get one shot at this thing called life. So for everyone who's watching this live, if you haven't shared it yet, please do. Share it to somebody's inbox. Let them know that Terry speaks life into them. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. But see, it's one thing to hear someone say that to you. It's another thing to apply that belief. See, a lot of times people walk around and they hear these words and they're getting these prophetic words from pastors and preachers and bishops and apostles and all that, but will not apply those rules to their life. It's just like doing math, if I could use that as an analogy. When you sit down and do a math problem, some of us are older and won't do math no more, but I got kids I do math with. And I tell this to my son Javante all the time. You can't get from the problem to the answer without going through the process. Come on, somebody, help me here. Let me repeat that for the folks in the back, because somebody missed that word right there. That's a nugget. That's a nugget. Consider it you're doing algebra or whatever math that you're doing. Just consider this for a minute. You can't sit down, look at the problem, and get to the solution without going through a process. Somebody better come and help me today. Let's start applying these things to our life. Let's get to the process so we can get to the answer. See, the simple process, the simple answer to the process is Jesus. Well, some of us refuse to do that because we like being where we are in our life. I say this all the time. It's easier to stay in that defeated mindset because doing something else requires a little bit of work. Today is the day that we decide that we are not going to fight this fight by ourselves. Life isn't meant to live alone. And I'm not saying go ahead and get somebody because you don't want to be by yourself. I'm talking about with Jesus. I'm talking about with God. I'm talking about the solution for real, for real. And we're struggling. Somebody that's watching this right now has battled the thought of suicide. Somebody that's watching this live right now and is battling currently depression. And I want to tell you, my sister, my brother, that you are going to live and not die. Simply put, somebody needs to hear that simple message that you are going to live. Your situation don't define who you are. It's a temporary situation. But we have to start going through the process and getting to the solution. I speak life to each and every person in this life. God said, I got you covered. I'm telling you, I hear that. God has you covered. It may not look right. It may not feel right. The people in your circle may not line up. There may be a lot of things going on in your life right now, but I can tell you that God said he got you. Without a shadow of a doubt, he got you. I want everybody to know that. Okay? That's the important message today. I speak life to each and every person that's watching this on live, watching it on replay. I speak absolute life into you. You are going to live and certainly not die. Okay? That's my message. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to make the donuts. But I love you. If you haven't heard it, today, yesterday, day before that, last week, last month, if you haven't heard it from anybody in your circle, I love you. We're in a season to where we have to love each other. You know, be grateful for where you are. Be grateful. It may hurt a little bit, may sting a little bit, but be grateful. All right? But until next time, you guys have a great one. I'll see you on the next live. Peace.
Thank you for watching another great live broadcast on Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you head on over to YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitter for more great content on Charm City Direct TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, everything Charm City Direct TV.